Hi all, so Sean here, and this video is going to be about transponders used in motorsport. So my business has been going for at least 15 years now, where I called kartcrazy.co.uk, and I repair transponders. Basically all the transponders that are used in lap timing for motorsport. So this particular video is going to be about how you should mount the transponder on your vehicle. So be it a kart, car, a motorbike, a hovercraft, whatever it is. It's going to be how it should be mounted and why it should be mounted in the way it is. Now, this video has been stimulated because I was having a little look the other day at transponder mounts available on eBay. And one of the ones I saw would result in the transponder being mounted in the wrong way completely. So I thought, it's a video I've been meaning to do for ages, to a little explanation as to why mounting is important. And anyway, it just thought, I really must get on and do that video. So here is that video. So speaking personally, I find it best to understand why somebody's telling me something. So before I go into the details and show you the reasons for the mounting position, I'll show you inside a transponder. So when you spend out, this is a very old style one, but even these now at second hand are going for 300-400 quid. So when you splash out that money, this is what you're getting. And it has a battery attached to it. But the important thing for today is this part. So basically that is the aerial, okay, and that is directional. The fact it's going up and down, this is called a ferrite rod or a ferrite stick, whatever you want to call it. And what that does is that helps form the signal coming out. So this is basically the aerial effectively, and this helps direct the signal to where it wants to go. So obviously the LED there is showing you, so if that's inside a transponder box, you've got your little charging pins there on the back, LEDs the top. So this little aerial is forcing the signal to come out of this transponder far more up and down than it is side to side, which is why it's important to mount the transponder in an up and down position, not, so if that was on, that needs to be on a vehicle in that direction, not that direction or that direction. So what I'll do, I've got a transponder up and running here, and I'll show you on an oscilloscope the difference. So basically this oscilloscope I've got set up, it's sort of pretending to be a timing rig. So this is my aerial. So this would be my start finish line. So on a real system, you actually have literally a wire that goes all the way across the track and all the way back again. And that's the aerial that picks up your signal from your transponder as you go over the start finish line. So we're simulating our aerial here. And what we can do is when we put the transponder near, we can see the signal we're picking up, and on the scale over that side we can see the amplitude, so the amplitude being the maximum signal level, and we've got the transponder pointing that way as it should be. Let's see if I can get the transponder and oscilloscope in so you can see a big signal. We move it flat and you can see the difference that's made to the signal level. We're reducing it by probably 50%. We've got the same issue if we turn it sideways. You can see how the signal level is considerably less. So I'm hoping from that little video you can understand the importance of having your transponder mounted so as it's mounted facing down. So I hope this little video is of some use and some explanation to you. What I would say is obviously the overall caveat is you're racing either your organizer or your track or your overall motorsport, you know, MSUK, ACU, whatever it happens to be, will have specifications for how you should mount that. And their specifications are there for two reasons. The first reason is to give a good signal level from here, is they will have on their instructions how to mount it, and it will always be up and down like that. The other reg, of course, is to try and make sure they're all in the same place, because that's the other thing I see with people mounting them. Say on karting, I see people trying to mount them as far forward on the nose as possible. Well, karting regs say mount it on the back of the seat. Now, if you have it on the front, it's very, very unusual to be in this position. But if you have two karts going over the finish line together, this kart here has it mounted on the front, this kart here has it mounted where it should be on the seat. They go over the finish line level. The kart here, according to timing, is going to have won the race, because effectively this one is cheating a little bit, isn't it, by having it further forward. Okay, so hopefully that's of use to you. All the normal YouTube things. There's a fair few videos on here about transponders and other things to do with motorsport that might be helpful to you. Please have a look at those. Please like, please subscribe, please do all those things. Hope this video is useful. Bye.